Esperanza's breath made smoky vapors in the front of her face as she waited for the truck to take her to the grapevines. Do you know what grapevines are? No? You know what a grape is?
Oh! I know what's a grapevine.
What? What?
It's a vine that has grapes on it.
Yeah,
That's why it's called grapevine.
Yeah, it's the actual plant that grapes grow on.
Anybody?
It's called a grapevine. She shifted from foot to foot and clapped her gloved hands together and wondered what was so new about the new year. It already seemed old, with the same routines. She worked during the week. She helped Brenna cook dinner in the late afternoon. In the evening, she helped Josephina with the babies and Isabel with her homework. She went to see Mama on Saturday and Sunday. She hurled in the field near a smoke pot to keep warm and mentally counting the money she would need to bring to Albertina. Every other week, with the small amount she saved, she bought a money order from the market and put it in her box. She figured that if she kept working until Peaches, she would have enough for Avelina's travel. Her problem then would be how to reach Avelina. The men went down the road first, pruning the thick grapevines and leaving a few long branches or canes on each trunk. She followed along with others and tied the canes on the taut wire. The taut wire that was stretched post to post. She arched from the cold. She ate from the cold and had to keep moving all day long to stay warm. That night, as she soaked her hands in warm water, she realized she no longer recognized them as her own. Why wouldn't she be able to recognize her hands as her own after soaking them in warm water? Think about that. Cut and scarred, swollen and stiff, they looked like the hands of a very old man. Is she very old?
Well, no.
What?
Her hands are freezing up.
No. Cut, scarred, swollen, and stiff.
How?
Not how, why. Amy?
Because she stayed in the...
Yeah.
Never mind. I was
Yes.
because she's been working.
Yeah, she's been working pretty darn hard.
Potato eyes.
No.
Herself.
She's been cutting herself on the wire and the grapevines and whatever else is out there. She's worked so hard that she can't move her hands. Are you still this? Are you sure this will work? Asked Esperanza. As she watched Heratina cut a ripe avocado in half. Of course, said Heratina, removing the big pit and leaving a hole in the heart of the fruit. She scooped out the pulp, mashed it on a plate, and added some glycerin. You have to make this for your mother many times. We are lucky to have the avocados this time of year. Some friends of Josephina brought them from Los Angeles. Bertina rubbed the avocado mixture into Esperanza's hand. You must keep it on for 20 minutes so your hands will soak up the oils. Esperanza looked at her hands covered with greasy green lotion and remembered when Mama used to sit like this after a long day of gardening, or after horseback riding with Papa through the dry mosquito grassland. When she was a little girl, she had laughed at Mama's hands covered with what looked like guacamole. But she had loved for her to rinse them because afterwards Esperanza would take Mama's hands and put the palms on her face so she could feel them suppleness and breathe in the fresh smell. Esperanza was surprised at the simple things she missed about Mama. She missed her way of walking into the room graceful and regal. She missed watching her hands crocheting, her fingers moving nimbly. And most of all, she longed for the sound of Mama's strong and assured laughter. She put her hands under the faucet, rinsed off the avocado, and patted them dry. They felt better, but still looked red and weathered. She took another avocado, cut it in half, swung the knife into the pit, and pulled it from the flesh. She repeated her Hortina's recipe, and as she sat for the second time with her hands smothered, she realized that it wouldn't matter how much avocado and glycerin she put on them. They would never look like the hands of a wealthy woman from El Rancho de las Rosas, because they were hands of a poor campesina. Does that sound right? Don't know. It was at the end of a great time when the doctor stopped Esperanza and Miguel in the hallway of the hospital before they could reach Mama's room. I asked the nurse to alert me when they saw you coming. I'm sorry to tell you that your Mama has pneumonia.
What is that?
Pneumonia? It's when fluid builds up in your lungs.
I think my sister had it.
Possibly.
Yeah, my sister had it. And we'll probably...
A lot of people get it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so. How can that be? Said Esperanza. Her hands began to shake as She stared at the doctor. I thought she was getting better. This disease, valley fever, makes your body tired and susceptible to other infections. We are treating her with medication. She is weak. I know this is hard for you, but we'd like to ask that she have no visitors for at least a month, maybe longer. We can't take a chance that she will contract another infection from any from an outside germ that might be brought into the hospital. Can I see her? Just for a few moments. The doctor hesitated, then nodded, and walked away. Esperanza hurried to Mama's bed, and Miguel followed. Esperanza couldn't imagine not seeing her for so many weeks. Mama, said Esperanza. Mama slowly opened her eyes and gave Esperanza the smallest smile. Cover up. She was thin and frail. Her hair was strewn and raggled. And her face was so white that it seemed to fade into the sheets, as if she would sink into the bed and disappear forever. Mama looked like a ghost for herself. The doctor said, I can't come to visit for a while. I think we're going to stop right there. Did you just say yay? That I was stopping?
Well, maybe off. I like books.
Good. Books are good.
Books are good for your brain. Oh, so much.
Alrighty.